Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, where the President is kind of safe for the moment. I mean, nobody's trying to kill us right now, but we are still stuck in Dogtown. There's been no contact with Songbird since the interesting attempt to take over a Militech combat mech, and we've got no way of getting out. But the President, she has a plan. Let's hear it. How did she? Oh, there she is. Good morning, Madam President.
She's not here. Means she's not coming.
Somi could be dead already. We're wasting time.
You're wrong. I know her. She's a friend. I'm not ready to count her out, let alone sign a death certificate. I need to find her. You don't leave your people behind enemy lines.
Could it still buy that fairy tale bullshit?
Whatever happened, we have to help her.
Listen, I know we had a calm night, but you gotta leave Dogtown.
How, in a car trunk? Fingers crossed? Hansen's waiting for that sort of desperate attempt.
Okay. I gotta be away. Let me think. Know my share of fixers. Bet we could get one
Out of the question. They'll hand me over to the highest bidder.
Gotta talk backup plan.
Not a plan. A man. The kind we need. Solomon Reed's the name. 7 years ago, he headed up our intelligence efforts in Night City. He and Somi were a team. With conflict over, he went into hibernation. So he's out there somewhere. Reed's a man of principle. He can't be swayed, can't be bribed. If there's anyone we can trust now, it's him.
Reed guy sounds like an ace up your sleeve. Could have played him already.
Activating a sleeper agent is no simple matter. You'll need a dog whistle.
What now?
Don't tell him I called it that. It's a signal only Reed will hear. It'll be tricky.
Huh.
There was a secret comms channel accessed only from a Capitan Caliente nearby. The FIA used it before the war. The access code was 0931.
Got a bad feeling, V.
Meaning an analog landline. That crash tear open a hole in space-time?
When sending sensitive information, you use the technology least vulnerable to interception, old or not. That Caliente should still be wired for it.
Owner have a thing for antiques?
He had a thing for federal money, and he might still be alive. Remember, 0931.
Okay, seems doable.
And I prefer discretion to destruction. I trust that's clear.
Uh-huh, so what'll happen next?
Reed will need to screen you. You'll show him this. It means you work for us.
What the?
File will be created for you in the FIA database.
Wait, back up. Telling me I'm a special agent now.
That's right. Would taking the oath make it feel more real?
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, nah. Let's skip the formal thing.
Is there a problem?
It's just a big commitment, you know? Can't swear to something I don't believe in.
It's your choice. I understand this was sudden. Good luck out there, V. And don't let the bastards nab you.
So I'm a Fed now. Okay. So this Solomon Reed, this is Idris Elba's character. I'm still tearing up over the whole "we don't leave our people behind" speech from the President, considering... I mean, if you watch the official cinematic trailer for this expansion, that's exactly what they did to him. They burned him. I mean, V doesn't know this, but not everything the President said there was 100% true. I mean, yes, Solomon Reed was running the NUSA's intelligence ops in Night City during the Unification War, but he didn't quit and go into hibernation as a sleeper agent once the war was called off. He was betrayed.
Hey, Made the right call not taking that fascist-ass oath.
Oh, yeah?
Some causes are worth pledging your life to, V. This ain't one of them.
Yeah, fuck the system, fuck Arasaka, fuck the NUSA.
Jesus Christ, V, this ain't some teenage anarchist boot camp. No, I was once a corpo jarhead, right? Practically dove into uniform head first. They had a real hard-on for the oath. Repeat after me, bloody fucking blah. But can't remember what I solemnly pledged to do.
Sure you want to talk about this?
Gotta hand it to you, V. Wiser than I was back in the day.
If you watch that cinematic trailer, and I recommend it, it's very good, you see that when the invasion of Night City was called off, the NUSA burned all of its intelligence operatives. And that included Solomon Reed. He was set up by Songbird, his own netrunner.
That smoke mean Dogtown chose a new pope?
Maybe the Veep crashed Space Force too.
Curious as I am, we got an important call to make.
So, yeah, if you watch that cinematic trailer, you'll see Solomon Reed basically being set up and handed over to Arasaka counterintelligence operatives. Set up and burned by his own netrunner, who by remarkable coincidence was none other than Songbird. The presumption here being, I mean, I don't know for sure, but it seems to fit the facts that when the NUSA called off the takeover of Night City, rather than extract all of its assets on the ground, it simply had them all burned and killed, with the exception of Songbird. As an S-tier netrunner, she was way more valuable an asset than a foot soldier like Solomon Reed. So with President Meyer's speech about how you never leave your people behind still ringing in my ears, we're off to make contact with one of the people that she left behind. Oh, hello, it's Mr. Hands.
V, in Dogtown, are you? Well, I've but one word of advice. Caution.
Hands? Sheesh. What's your link to this area?
This is Pacifica's bumping, thumping business hard, where the real deals are done.
So, we finally gonna meet in person?
I can say neither yes nor no. In lieu of an answer, I've new work for you. I hope you'll accept. One last thing. How you breached Dogtown's border, I'm not certain. Though I suspect not via the main gate. Irrelevant in any case. I've secured clearance for your future convenience. Your name and likeness now registered in the system, granting unfettered passage over the district threshold. Talk again soon.
Oh, cool. So, there are certain prominent fixers who operate out of each of the districts in Night City, and... oh, what's this? Well, this Mr. Hands guy is basically the fixer who operates out of Pacifica, and Dogtown is located within Pacifica, although technically it's its own sub-district. Oh, and he's got a free vehicle for me. Nice. So, Mr. Hands has just put me into the system, so I can now get in and out of Dogtown through the vehicle checkpoints without any problems. And we have acquired a new vehicle. Alright, cool. Let's call it. Here it comes. Oh, isn't it cute? Alright. Let's see what's on the radio. Nice. Radio Wechselstrom. You see that I too am a man of culture. Okay, so we can now... well, we can leave Dogtown if we want. We can just drive out through the front gates now. No reason to sneak in and out through the garage complex. Which means that at this point you are now free to continue doing, well, everything else in Cyberpunk 2077 that doesn't have anything to do with Phantom Liberty. Or stay here in Dogtown. Oh yeah, wrong side of the road. I always forget that. Okay. What's this? QA notification system. Take part in a... alright. But anyway, yeah, you can continue the Phantom Liberty storyline from here, or go back to the regular Cyberpunk storyline, or storylines, in the rest of Night City if you wish. But we're here in Dogtown, and I really kind of want to meet Solomon Reed. So head to the Captain Caliente restaurant. Have you noticed the general aesthetic of Dogtown, by the way, is sort of, you know, downtown Dresden circa 1944, which makes sense because this is the only part of Night City that was actually invaded by the NUSA's forces during the Unification War. And then when Hansen's goons decided to stay, I suppose rebuilding wasn't top of their list of priorities. So this is all war damage that was never repaired. Nice touch.
V, there's a rare ripperdoc who works pro bono, Anthony Anderson. Were it not for his clinic on Montagna di Oro, Dogtown's poor and unfortunate would have nowhere to turn. And so it happened. Scavenger struck. It appears they've an issue with Anderson himself. The good doctor shut his office, lost access to all comms. His man, Odell Blanco, awaits you at the clinic. Discuss the matter with him, and remember, Dr. Anderson's to remain unscathed.
Alright, my first Dogtown gig. Gigs are side jobs, they're not part of the main story. You can do them or not do them, it's entirely up to you. Some of them are actually pretty complex, and this is actually really good news because it means that there's more to do in Dogtown than just the Phantom Liberty storyline. It's treated just like any other district of Night City. There are all kinds of jobs available to you here from the various different local fixers. So it really does seem like they've put an incredibly large amount of effort into fleshing this place out and making it, well, just as complex as everywhere else in Night City. So where are we going? I'm looking for a Captain Caliente. Looks like it's around the corner. No weaponized cyberware allowed in trash.
Ain't nothing without your help.
Okay.
Check out Ronald's Preem Stems.
Well, there it is. What's this guy selling?
What do you need, boss?
Hey, Capitan Caliente. Closed?
Shut him boarded. Owner talk shit about Kurt. Mad disrespect. Had no choice. Hanged himself out back. Hey, you a fresh face, so listen up. Here in D-Town, you watch what you say. Talk shit to the wrong tune, blam, you're dead.
Man of biz you are, so let's cut a deal. I slip you a few heads, you tell me how to slip inside.
You paying for trouble, but okay. Don't ever bail on Eddies, huh? The new owners are draining power from down the road. Check the cables on the wall. Sure to connect somewhere. Tinker around, reset the power. Bet your security trinkets just might go dark.
Sounds promising.
Alright, appreciate the tip. I don't think I want to actually buy anything from him. There's the power cables he's talking about. Yep. Right, so follow the cables. How the hell am I getting up there? Is this some kind... I wonder if any of these shops are actually open. Because I could probably use some upgrades. It's barely illegal. I see what they did there. Right. Yeah, I suspect this looks like... You see, the thing about the Pacifica District, it was supposed to be Night City's rich man's playground, and Dogtown is part of Pacifica. I mean, wow, look at that. The thing is, when the investment when the investment money ran out, they just stopped building, and then the gangs moved in. So Pacifica as a whole is basically Voodoo Boy's turf. Although the Animals gang have been trying to muscle in at the Pacifica Mall. So all of these shops, I mean, these are, you know, this isn't like the Japantown market or anything. These are all premium brands. So it's unlikely that any of them are still operating. You know, what with all the investment money being pulled out, and then of course, you know, the war. So they're probably full of squatters.
Come on, please.
And also, there's no icons indicating shops on the mini-map, so there's that too. Right, so you can see the amount of money that was initially invested in building this place, just from the unfinished architecture. Make a jump, it's no problem. And here we are. Alrighty-roo. Right, that should have cut power to any security monitoring the Capitan Caliente. Let's head back down. See what we can see. I think I'll take the scenic route back. See if I run into anything interesting by taking a different path. Anything around here? Nothing obvious. Yeah, I think I just didn't take any damage, that's fine.
Ain't nothing without your help. Check out Ronald's Cream Stems.
And we're down. Right. Should just be able to walk in through the front door.
Check out Ronald's Cream Stems.
Yep.
Capitan Caliente. Guy clearly went down with this place. Stash house by the looks of it.
Right. Let's see what's here.
I'm so glad Johnny's back. Because, you know, Keanu Reeves. He's awesome. So, scan the area to find the old telephone. Nothing particularly useful on the slate I just picked up. Anything on the computer? Let's have a look. Messages. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's the old Nigerian prince scam. Okay. Yeah. Some things are universal. Read carefully. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, right, this is the old... If you don't pass this on to 10 people you know, then the same bad shit will happen to you message. Sure, fine. Pay up or your head will explode. I don't think I'm going to find anything useful on this laptop. Medicine lottery, yeah. Yeah, it's all basically just scam emails and begging letters. Well, it's nice to know that some things haven't changed. Okay, right, anything on the local network? We have some cameras. Alright, let's check them out. So, this looks like around the back of the shop. Is there anything I can hack through the camera? Anything I need to hack through the camera? I'm just seeing a lot of stuff. There's an access point there I can hack. Although I need to be there in person. It requires a physical connection. Let's see if there's anything on the other cameras before I cut the connection. You never know. Okay. Wow, they were really paranoid about this place, weren't they? Yeah, cameras everywhere. Okay, that's no good. Let's cover the front. Doesn't really help. Oh, what's on this one? Alright, well, okay, there's a quest objective down there, whatever that was. And that's me. Right. So we've confirmed that there's nobody home. So this wasn't a complete waste of time. So let's go and find that. Oh, no. Wrong button. Let's go and find that phone. Actually, let's check this place out for anything useful first. You never know. There might be some loot lying around. No, this is just generator. Did I miss anything? Let's do a quick scan of the cyber optics. I mean, there's a bunch of trash loot lying around, I suppose. Nah. I'll pick up the slate. It's usually worth picking these slates up and reading them. You don't have to read them right away. Most of them are just trash. Bit of flavour, bit of lore, but occasionally you'll come across something useful that might start a side job. I mean, I picked up one of these that was a conversation between a couple of perps discussing where they'd stashed all of their loot.
What's this?
So it is actually worth picking them up and reading them. But you can read them whenever, they just sit there in your inventory. There doesn't appear to be anything else really in here, other than garbage. Right, so how am I going to move this? Oh, here we go.
Antique. Junky variety. Wonder if it even works.
Okay, call the number 0931. Hello, Johnny. Yeah, I get it.
Huh. Oh, come on. Answer.
I'll have a double cheeseburger while you're at it.
Reed? Listen. Got no time to play games. Hello? Fossil's probably busted.
Or you flubbed the number.
What the fuck do we do now?
Who is this?
Call me V.
Andrew Jackson, basketball court. Daytime. Noted.
Not exactly loquacious, our man of mystery.
Could just prefer text. Damn sure I do.
Man of few words. That's definitely Idris Elba. Go to the basketball court. Alright, first though, I definitely did see something useful in here on the camera. So let's make sure I loot this place before we leave. Yeah, there's some stuff there. Oh, and there's the data access point. Anything else? I'm definitely going to hack this. Get some good shit from this. Quick hack components and schematics. Right, so BD1C. Oh, that's new. I wonder if it's actually highlighting the various different... Huh. I don't remember it doing this before. This must be a new thing in 2.0. Right, so there we go. So I've got the good shit. What else can I get? I've got plenty of time. Okay, close enough. That'll do. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Just the camera that I hacked. Oh, hang on, I'm seeing... How the hell did I miss that? Okay, well, we'll take it. So, go to the basketball court during the day. Well, it is the daytime, and I suppose there's no time like the present. I'm actually getting quite excited about this. I love Idris Elba. It's absolutely amazing in the Suicide Squad. Oh, there's a relic thingy up there. Huh. Well, I have to have that. So, okay, so before we go to meet Idris... Where was this? This is another new thing in Phantom Liberty. Relic chip upgrade. What's going on over there? Is that smoke beacon that we spotted earlier? Whoa, that looks pretty fucking dangerous. This kind of reminds me of the supply drop things that you see going on in the Far Cry games. It's like people are fighting over a drop or something. Don't really want to get involved. Let's get this relic chip upgrade. So where was it? There it is. Wasn't I up there earlier? How come it didn't show up on the map earlier? Oh, whatever. Okay. How was... Oh yeah, it was up here. Oh, hang on a minute. The graffiti. Where's Johnny? 50 years after his death. He's still not forgotten. Okay. So, it's up there? How am I getting up there? I think I'm climbing up that. I don't think I can get up there by climbing up here. No, that doesn't lead anywhere. Surely I don't have to climb up that statue. No. No. Alright, down here I guess it is. Oh, here we go. Yep. Gotcha. Note the beeping that you can hear. So this is a useful tip. Even if you're not paying attention and you don't notice one on the minimap, you hear that beeping noise, you know you're close to one of these things. So let's go and grab ourselves this relic chip upgrade. Download the software. And that has unlocked new functionality on the relic chip. So, we've got 2 points. So this is the core functionality, and at the moment it's saying it upgrades your mantis blades. But you can choose by scrolling with a mouse wheel. So gorilla arms, nah. Projectile launch system. These are the arm cyberware implants that I actually have. So this is going to give me the ability to overcharge it and launch a burst of rockets instead of just one from my arm-mounted rocket launcher that I keep forgetting I have and I keep forgetting to use. I do like the look of this though. Vulnerability analytics allows you to expose weak spots in enemy armor and cyberware, and if you hit them, really, really bad things happen. Well, bad for them. Unfortunately, it's 3 points and I only have 2, so we'll have to come back to that later. In the meantime... Oh, fuck. Okay, this place was mined. I don't know how I didn't trip the mine on the way up. Oh, that... It looks like a mine, but there's nothing registering in my cyber optics. Can I shoot it? Maybe set it up. Oh, this is the problem with smart guns. If you don't have a target lock on them, it's next to impossible to hit anything. It doesn't look like... I don't know. I mean, it looks like a mine, but nothing's happening. Anyway, this is all very nice, but I've got a hot date with Idris Elba. So let's get our asses over to that basketball court on Jackson, I think it was. It doesn't matter. I've got a mini-map. I'll just follow the yellow line and enjoy some music courtesy of Radio Wechselstrom. I do love this radio station. There are Radio Wechselstrom playlists that you can queue up and listen to on YouTube. And I do, because this music is so good. High-speed pursuit going on there. Oh yeah, they've beefed up vehicle combat in this expansion as well. Well, I haven't really experienced any of it yet. Anyway, looks like we're here. Basketball court. What the hell is it? Oh, it's... yeah, it's down here. Okay. Oh, and it looks like there's another one of those holographic tarot card thingies here. There it is. Might as well grab that while I'm here. Hello, Johnny. Yeah, I'll be there in a second. Why isn't it scanning? There we go. Got it. Right. So we're going to wait.
Best seats in the house.
Gonna be a game to remember.
Johnny Silverhand. Basketball fan? That's new.
You know what I mean. Another game starting. One where your head's the fucking ball.
Thought the same thing. Something nasty's brewing.
Fucking storm's what's brewing. Don't let the sunshine fool you. You're up against seasoned players, whereas you just stumbled onto the court. These are trained sociopaths. Pretend to be your friends while they fucking ain't. So go out and play. Just don't get played.
Just come out and say it. You don't trust Myers.
No her type is all.
Politicians?
Worse. Armed forces. Saying no to high-ranking cunts like putting your mouth over the barrel of their gun. Get shitty fast if you try to run. Take it from a deserter.
Never told me about that.
Nothing to be proud of. Tore out that chapter. Crumpled it, swaddled it. Our sitch hairballed it back up. One thing I did learn. Caked in blood and mud.
What was that?
After every carrot comes the stick. Allow me to illustrate. Every grunt gets a rifle, flak jacket, and a bunch of promises. Comes a time you're out of ammo, Kevlar's tattered cardboard. And what's left of the promises?
Fuck all, I'm guessing.
Exactly. And that's when they reach for the stick they call values. Getting shelled in your dugout, chooms are taking refreshing phosphorus showers, and some officers ranting about loyalty and duty. The moment you stop shitting carrots and they wave the value stick, fucking run, rabbit. Run.
Think you're forgetting something. I never took that oath.
Rightly fucking so. It's bad enough we're on their payroll.
I'll keep one foot out of the door, okay?
Gonna hold you to that.
Don't turn around. Eyes on the court. Hands. What you holding?
Got this token. Mean anything to you?
I need to make sure.
Keeps his cards close, this one.
Who sent you?
Rosalind.
I don't know any Rosalind. And neither do you.
Got a pro spy here, V.
Is she safe?
Hard to say. The longer we sit here.
That's it. Dribble around him.
Were you followed? Did you even bother to check?
Yeah, actually, no.
Dunno. Wasn't looking for a tail.
Well, you get 1 point for being candid. Attaboy. Black Thornton Merrimack, Miller Street. 3 minutes. Front seat.
We better leave separately. Don't want anyone to get suspicious. You first.
Don't want to be caught holding hands?
Reed?
Slippery motherfucker.
I think we really hit it off.
Sure. Bet he's got candy in that van. Ready to find out?
I do actually want to meet him. I mean, it's Idris fucking Elba. Well, there's the van. Let's not be in any immediate rush to get in, though.
Blackthorn.
I mean... Ah, fuck it. What do we got to lose? Oh! Oh! Another relic! Oh, sweet. Right, okay, so I'm going to get the third relic point that I need for that vulnerability assessment thing. Let's get this thing, and then we'll get into the car. Alrighty, so... I mean, emergency cloaking is nice, but this vulnerability analytics, because as a netrunner, I get a lot of exposed vulnerabilities on enemies, and I can do a lot of damage to them. At another point, I can get this machine learning skill as well. Oh, which makes it even better. Okay, so we're good for now. Who wants to meet Idris Elba, boys and girls? I know I sure do. I really need to start calling him Solomon Reed instead of Idris Elba. He's taking his sweet time. I guess he's checking to see whether or not I was being followed. Because I sure didn't. There he is. Is that a Malorian arms gun he's got? That's the same brand of gun that Johnny had. It's a very, very nice gun. Hello, Mr. Elba. I'm such a big fan. I really loved you in the Suicide Squad.
Before we go, apologies for the precautions. I only ever risk so much. Sometimes it's just safer to shove the barrel of a Malorian between a Troon's ribs, even if he is on your side. It's nothing personal. No hard feelings, I hope.
Yeah, it's fine. I get it.
No hard feelings. It's all good. Had to make sure I'd have done the same.
Is that so? You're not in the biz, V. Our biz.
What gave me away?
You got into a stranger's car. You're lucky I am who I claim to be.
Yeah, he makes a good point. That was a noob thing to do.
I combed FIA data for info about you. Interesting profile. Nomad. Back at clan. No longer extant. Now a freelance merc. To make things more interesting, FIA agent. You received your commission last night. One thing eludes me. What drove you to get entangled in this mess?
Songbird hired me. Know her?
Oh, he knows her all right.
So me.
Something up?
We used to work together. I thought I heard
Yeah,
the
right
last
up
about
until
her,
she
but
betrayed you and handed you over to an Arasaka
girl's a
hit squad.
magnet for trouble. Right. It's time we paid our friend in distress a visit. Address, please.
Abandoned building on Crest Street, 8th floor.
You left her alone in Dogtown?
Well, what were the options?
Was I supposed to drag her along while cruising around?
Yeah, precisely.
Actually,
Look, place seemed plenty safe to me.
safe. A derelict building in Dogtown. Just listen to how that sounds. Hold up. I need to take this.
Well, I'm just saying, that was the address that your best bud Netrunner
They
sent
called
us
me my day
to,
off.
so... We weren't exactly flush for options at the time.
Ask Bob. He owes me a favor anyway. Yeah, well, tough nuts. You'd have to manage without me. Boss, man. I work the door at a club. Selection, you know, bouncing.
Huh? That your Lilo gig? A bouncer?
It pays the bills and nets me a little disposable. Sleeper agents aren't entitled to government pay. Not even under the table. This is not how I imagine spending my day off.
Saving the president? Great action BD shit right there, am I right?
Yeah, sure, I guess so. Does Maya still smoke?
Had a ciggy on a balcony this morning. Why you ask?
When things start to spiral out of control, she's likely to light up. It's high time we help her out.
I mean, I like the character, and he does make some good points, but at the same time, he's more than a bit... How can we put this? Captain Critical. I feel like I'm taking the blame here for a bunch of things that weren't my choice. I mean, take his initial criticism that I left the president alone in Dogtown. I mean, what the fuck was I supposed to do? Take the most wanted person in Night City on a sightseeing tour of the streets in broad daylight just to meet him? I think I chose the lesser of the two evils. Plus, she can take care of herself. Let's not forget, President Myers used to be Colonel Myers.
So this is the place.
Yes, this is the place.
8th floor.
Yeah.
Yes, 8th floor.
Lead the way.
Yeah. Anytime you're ready, Solomon.
Honestly, this is not inspiring confidence.
She's capable of taking care of herself, you know. I actually had uninvited guests last night. Ejected via the garbage chute.
Sometimes that's the only way out.
It's suddenly occurring to me that we should have probably arranged for some kind of signal for when I arrive back at the hideout, so that the president doesn't fill the doorway full of lead the second she hears somebody there. Oh well.
If anyone had tried to extract her forcibly, this whole level would be in shambles. No way she would have gone quietly. Take point.
Open up, it's me.
Is this how you greet me?
Sorry. Rosalind, you alright?
I'm good. Glad to see you are too.
You remembered my number?
Some numbers you never forget.
Never with me, Rosalind. You never intended to call that line.
Well, I found myself in Night City with a bounty on my head. So it seemed the right moment to reach out, have a tete-a-tete, reset an old friendship.
I'd offer to sit down and chat over coffee, but the clock's ticking. I need to arrange a passage for you to Washington.
No, Reed. We need to talk first, all three of us. Here.
The president, a merc, and a special agent walk into the Oval Office. Question is, where do I fit into this joke?
You've seen the news.
Uh-huh. Hansen's spin work never fails to amuse.
He's not acting purely on his own initiative. Someone from our camp's propping him up.
Hansen, any idea who he's in bed with?
Rosalind has more enemies than you can count.
This shit runs deeper, Reed. I wasn't alone on that flight.
I heard So-Mi was on board. Where is she now?
V was the last person to talk to her.
Most likely scenario. Got caught in some ice in the combat bob when she hacked it. One little mishack. Happens even to the best. But no way to know for sure.
Unfortunately, we need hard evidence, not speculation. Reed, I needn't remind you what this means for the NUS's national security. Besides, she's your prodigy, Saul. You taught her all your tricks. Hell, even recruited her. She and V have a unique bond. It's a lead. Our only one for now. You two have to find her. Together.
I already died for the cause once. Not enough?
What do you mean, already died?
What has Myers told you about me?
Said you led an intelligence cell here. Went into hibernation at war's end.
So she omitted the fact that Arasaka tried to smoke me. And that I ended up in intensive care with 3 bullet holes. That 6 months had passed before I could take a shit on my own.
Might have slipped her mind.
Convenient. Well, now you know.
Yeah, she must have forgotten to mention that while she was giving me the speech about how she never leaves her people behind.
Let me get this straight. You abandoned Reed and NC, leave him for dead, and now expecting to jump right back into shit? Newsflash, Madam President. Got a hell of a debt to pay.
You're right. I'm sorry, Reed. For those 7 years. Is that enough to get us a fresh start?
I'm here. I'll help. But I'm doing it for So-Mi and my country. Call me naive if you like. As for you, V, you said in the car Songbird hired you, correct? I don't know how much she's paying, but you better ask yourself, is it worth it?
Some things are more important than Eddie's, Reed.
That we agree on.
We all got our reasons. Mine's even got a name. The Relic. If I don't find So-Mi, I'm literally a dead man.
Seems we're all on the same page now, V. Which means we can help each other, too.
Agreed. Think so, too.
If we want to find So-Mi, we gotta dig deep. I mean, actual reconnaissance. No stone unturned. We need contacts, informers not afraid to sing, who might see something in it for themselves. You'll need to earn their trust.
Rest easy. Can be real persuasive when I need to be.
Zeal's good, but don't wreak havoc. Not too much, not yet. I need to arrange a safe passage to Washington for Myers. Expect my call soon, V.
Thanks. For everything.
Buy me a nice dinner sometime.
You do this often? Invite presidents out on dates?
Often enough.
Okay. Dinner it'll be.
Just gotta survive till then.
All right, I need to make some calls.
Right, well, I guess that's me with my marching orders. And... oh. Oh, right, so this safe room is now my Dogtown apartment. It's got all of the same features. It's got a stash. It's got... really? Alright, I suppose we can boogie on down. Actually, yes, this is kind of silly. So, anyway, the important things to note here are we have made contact with Solomon Reed, even if the president wasn't being entirely honest with us about their relationship. And he's now going to arrange, or at least try to arrange, for a way for us to get the president to safety. At least someplace safer than this. All of that coming up in the next episode. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And as always, take care. And I'll catch you next time.